if you're someone who enjoys books about books, romance, and travel vibes that makes you want to pack your bags and just leave immediately, then this is the book for you. This book is set in Santorini, the sun-kissed island. I'm sure many of you have it in your bucket list. And it's by Rebecca Raisin, beautiful paperback. So let's talk about the plot. It starts with Evie. Evie is our main character. She works in Hollywood. She's a book scout. So what she does is amazing. She reads books for a living, and she decides if these books can be made into films. Exciting, right? But her happiness is short-lived when she is asked to leave, and now she's jobless with no opportunities in sight. But that's when she gets a call from her mother saying that Evie's grandmother, who is an eccentric character, she's crazy, she's in her 80s, has married for the ninth time and has brought this beautiful bookstore in Santorini. And the mother is scared and has no idea what's happening with her. And so she basically tells Evie that, now that you don't have a job and you're free, why don't you fly to Santorini and see what is up with your grandmother, and why don't you put some sense into her and bring her back. So Evie, with nothing to lose, she has no job, and she thinks, that I might just save some money on rent. Let me just go to Santorini for a few days and see what's happening with Granny. Now, once she arrives in Santorini, she realizes that not everything is hunky-dory and happy with the Granny, and the Granny is actually in the middle of a financial problem, and the ninth husband is MIA, which ultimately puts the bookstore at risk. Now, in order to solve all this problem, the grandmother comes up with a scheme, I would say, which is she requests Evie to fake date the landlord's grandson, Georgios, who also happens to be on the island and is visiting, because the granny feels that, once they date and do all those things, it might buy them a little more time to sort out the financials and, will ultimately help them. So Evie is, of course, reluctant at first, but she loves the bookstore. She loves her granny, so she finally decides to go ahead and with the fake dating. Now, as the story progresses, we see Evie busy in the bookstore, and also preparing for this big launch event of the bookstore. But ultimately, towards the end, she is someone who is kind of questioning her future, her career, and of course her relationship with Georgios. Now I know you must be thinking that the fake dating plot is pretty predictable and we know what's going to happen. Well, it pretty much leads to the same thing, but the author has given a very fresh take to this particular fake dating plot. Like the climax is something which makes you like, what? I didn't see that coming. So that was interesting. But overall, I think the book has this moments of romance, awkward moments, humorous moments, sparks, and that slow build up that is going to lead something somewhere. And I think towards the end, Evie is having these big questions about the future of the bookstore. So will the bookstore survive or not? What will happen about the launch event? What about Georgios? I think that's the main question. Is he just a holiday distraction? And what happens when the truth is out in the open that one of them was just fake dating? So all these questions are answered toward the end. I think if you're someone who enjoys I would say contemporary fiction or feel good romance books, then this is the book for you. It's slow, it is full of amazing, quirky characters. And of course, the dreamy backdrop of Santorini in the bookstore makes you want to just pack your bags and visit Santorini for real. So, yeah, that's all on this wonderful book. I am going to see you guys next week with another title. Till then, you guys take care. And I hope you keep reading, and I hope your bookshelf always feels like a home. I'm going to see you guys soon. Bye bye and take care.